Patti Paige, the owner of Baked Ideas, a cookie decorating company in New York City. I am going to show you how to make royal icing. And we've got in this bowl 5½ cups of sifted confectioner's sugar, and we're going to add 7 tablespoons of egg whites. And then we're going to stir it up and beat it up. So here I'm going to pour in the egg whites. And I'm just going to stir it up so that when we go to mix it with the hand mixer, sugar doesn't go flying. This confectioner's sugar has been pre-sifted, but you want to sift your confectioner's sugar always when you're decorating cookies, because any little lumps and bumps in the icing will make it difficult for you to get the icing through the little pastry tube. All right, we've got this pretty moistened. So this looks good. I think we're going to need a little bit more egg whites. We like to keep the icing thick so that you can dilute it with food coloring, but you can tell if it's a little dry, and just add a tiny bit of egg whites as needed. So let's add a little more egg whites. We're just going to pour in a little bit, maybe a tablespoon, and give it another go. Okay, so you want to see if any soft peaks have formed. So we've got very stiff peaks at this time, so we're going to give it a little more egg whites. And what's in here? Okay, so this is nice and stiff, and what's great about having it stiff is when you add the food coloring, it actually dilutes the royal icing. So if you start with it nice and stiff, you can make deep colors without diluting your icing, and then when you need to dilute it for flooding, you can go ahead and add more egg whites. So the main thing about confectioner's sugar is the consistency. So I'm going to show you how to do piping consistency and flooding consistency. And I'm going to take a spatula and scrape the sides down, because any little bits of icing that sit up on the sides of the bowls are going to dry out much more quickly than the bulk of the stuff that's all together. So I'd like to keep it all down at the bottom of the bowl. So now I'm just going to take a damp cloth. It's super important to cover it with a damp cloth. Even if you cover it with saran wrap, it's not good enough. You need to keep moisture in the icing. Otherwise, you'll get crunchies everywhere and your icing will be really difficult to work with.